Chapter 8 of Vairagya Shatakam by Bhartrhari. Translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Discrimination of the immutable reality from the mutable. Kim vedaihi smrutibihi puranapatanaihi शास्त्रर्महो विस्तरैः स्वर्गग्रामकुटी निवासफलदैः कर्मक्रिया विभ्रमैः मुक्त्वैकं भवदुःखभाररचना विध्वंसकालानलं स्वात्मानन्दपदप्रवेशकलनं शेषैर्वनिवृत्तिभिः. 71. What are worth the Vedas, the Smritis, the readings from the Puranas, the vast Shastras, or the mazes of ceremonials, which give us, as the fruits, a resting place in heaven, which is, as it were, a village interspersed with huts? All else is but the bargaining of traders, except that one way which admits one into the state of supreme bliss in oneself, and which is like the final destructive fire to consume the evolving mass of worldly miseries. The Shastras, by which are meant here logic, grammar, etc., and the six systems of philosophy, are said to be vast because of the amplitude of comment, illustration, and argument with which the doctrines have been developed. Yato meruhu shrimanni patati yugantagni valitaha samudraha shushyanti prachura makaragraha nilayaha dhara gacchantyantam dharanidhara padairapidhruta sharire kavartha karikalabha karnagra chapale. 72. Seeing that, when set all over with the fires of cyclic destruction, the stately mountain Meru topples down, the seas, which are the abode of numerous sharks and aquatic animals, are dried up, and the earth itself comes to an end, though held firm by the feet of mountains. What to speak of this body, which is as unsteady as the tip of the ear of a young elephant? Dharanidhara. According to Hindu mythology, the mountains are regarded as the supporters of the earth. Yugantagni, the cosmic conflagration at the end of a cycle. Gatram sankuchitam gatirvigalita brashta chad danta valir drushtir nashyati vardhate bhadirata vaktram chalalayate vakyam nadriyate chabhandava jano bharya nashushrushate ha kashtam purushasya jhirna vayasaha putropya mitrayate. 73. In old age, the body becomes shriveled, the gait becomes unsteady, the teeth fall out, the eyesight is lost, deafness increases, the mouth slavers, relatives do not value one's words, the wife does not nurse, and even the son turns hostile. Oh, the misery of a man of worn-out age! Varnam sitam shirasi viksha shiroruhanam sthanam jara paribhavasya tada pumamsam aropithasti shakalam parihrutya yanti chandala kupamiva durataram tarunyaha. 74. Seeing the grey hairs on the head of a man, emblematic of discomfiture by old age, youthful women at once fly away from him, as if from a Chandalas, the untouchable in caste, well, whereon is placed a structure of bones. Aropithasti Shatakam may be taken to qualify Pumamsam or Kupam. If it be taken to qualify the former, it would mean this framework of bones, meaning the old man. It was a custom in former times with the Chandalas to line their well with bones for ornamentation. Yavat swasthamidam sharira marujam yavaccha dure jara yavat chendriya shaktira pratihata yavat kshayo naishaha atma shreyasi tavadeva vidusha karyah prayatno mahan sandipte bhavane tu kupa khananam pratyudyamaha kidrushaha. 75. As long as this body is free from disease and decrepitude, As long as senility is far off, as long as the powers of the senses are unaffected and life is not decaying, so long wise persons should put forth mighty exertions for the sake of their supreme good. For when the house is on fire, what avails setting about digging a well for water? Tapasyantaha santaha kimadini vasamaha suranadim gunodaran daranuta paricharamaha savinayam pibamaha shastrau funuta vivida kavyamruta rasan navidmaha kim kurmaha katipaya nimeshayushi jane. 76. Shall we live by the celestial river, practicing austerities, or shall we amiably serve our wives, graced by virtues? Shall we drink of the currents of scriptural literature, or of the nectar of diverse poetical literature? Man, having the longevity of a few twinklings of the eye, we do not know which of these to undertake. Dhuraradhyaschami turagachala kshitibhujo vayam tustulechhaha sumahati fale bhaddamanasaha jaradeham mrutyurharati daitam jivitamidam sakhe nanyachreyo jagati vidushonyatra tapasaha. 77. These rulers of the world have minds restless like a horse, and therefore are difficult to please, while we are ambitious with minds pitched on vast gain. Age steals away bodily strength, and death cuts short this dear life. Ah, friend, nothing is good for the wise in this world excepting the practice of austerities. Mane mlayini kandithe chavasuni vyarthe prayathetini क्षीणे बंधुजने गते परिजने नष्टे शनैर्यवने युक्तं केवलमेतदेव सुधियां यज्जौनु कन्यापयः पूता ग्रावगिरीन्द्रकन्दरतटी कुञ्जे निवासः क्वचित्. 78. When honor has faded, wealth has become ruined. Those who sue for favors have departed in disappointment, friends have dwindled away, retainers have left, and youth has gradually decayed, there remains only one thing proper for the wise: residence somewhere in a grove on the side of a valley of the Himalayas, whose rocks are purified by the waters of the Ganga. Jahnu Kanya. The Ganga is so called on account of the myth that Rishi Jahnu drank it up and then disgorged it through his ear or thigh, when in its course towards the Bay of Bengal from its descent from the heavens it overflowed the sacrificial platform of the Rishi. Examination of the traditional place where the Rishi is supposed to have lived in ancient times suggests the likelihood of the course of the river being obstructed by an extensive eminence with previous soil and of its delayed emergence on the other side. Ramyaschandra Marichayastrunavati Ramya Vanantahastali Ramyam Sadhu Samagamagata Sukham Kavyeshu Ramyaha Kadaha Kopopahita Bhashpa Bindu Taralam Ramyam Priyaya Mukham Sarvam Ramyamanithyatamu Pagate Chitte Nakinchit Punaha. 79. Delightful are the rays of the moon. Delightful the grassy plots in the outskirts of the forest. Delightful are the pleasure of wise men's society. Delightful the narratives in poetical literature. And delightful the face of the beloved swimming in the teardrops of feigned anger. Everything is charming, but nothing is so when the mind is possessed by the evanescence of things. Ramyam harmyatalam na kim vasataye shravyam na geyadikam kim va pranasama samagama sukham naivadika pritaye kim tu bhranta patanga paksha pavana vyalola deepankurachaya chanchala makalayya sakalam santo vanantam gataha. 80. Is not a palace pleasant to dwell in? Is not music with its accompaniments agreeable to listen to? Is not the society of women, dear as life itself, very pleasing? Yet wise men have gone away to the forest regarding these things as unstable as the shadow of a lamp's flame flickering through the puff of the wings of a deluded moth. Bhranta also means hovering. End of chapter 8. Discrimination of the immutable reality from the mutable. Recording by Uday Sagar.